You are listening to Waywut? This is a weekly rabbit hole podcast that goes into a variety of topics ranging from the supernatural to sports to science or anything else that we find interesting. We post episodes every Tuesday. We post on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, and Pandora. Please follow us on any of those. If you prefer video, you can always subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to talk to us or keep up with any random information we decide to talk about, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, X, whatever it's called, under @Waywut Podcast. That does it for all the self-promotion stuff. Thank you for listening, and here we go.
Why, hello there. Welcome to yet another episode where I take the reins and drive us to another topic that made me say, wait, what? Holding my hand on this ride is a man who suffers dearly from libidophobia, Darrell Holiday.
Well, one sounds really weird when you're like talking about, the man I'm holding hands with. That's weird. And
We're doing this together. We're holding hands. We're getting through this together.
My hands are here.
Metaphorically.
What is this libidophobia?
It's the fear of slides.
I'm not afraid of slides.
Bullshit. And that picture.
I was 2 years old and that slide was 20 feet tall.
Oh my God, this is the best damn picture I've ever seen in my life.
That slide was really tall.
Hauling ass. Just started from the top. He had on the best sliding shorts ever on that steel that was probably 90 degrees. But you were getting it. Your hair was all flowing back.
I was a styling toddler back in 1982. God. My mama was like 20 years old, so she was still in the know on what style was.
And what made that picture great is you still put it in the senior book as part of your. Yeah. It's everybody. I always pull it out when I'm feeling gloomy and I need a laugh. I'm pull it out.
No shame in my game. I was all like, look at me, bitches. Whenever you were sliding down those little half slides, I was going down the big ones.
God damn, you're going 90 miles per hour.
That thing was massive. It was gigantic.
I want to see how you landed. And always seen the pictures, what you happened at the top, but never happened.
Here's the thing. I went back. So that was in Odessa, Texas. And I went, I didn't go back. Yeah, I hadn't been back there because we moved away from there when I was like 4. And I hadn't been back there since. And I went back there when I was like 27 or 28. And we went to that park. It was Sherwood Park. And either one, they tore down that slide, or two, I may have been mistaken of how tall it was.
It happens to do that as you go back and look at something.
I do not believe I was mistaken because they didn't. No, because they didn't. It was really cool. It was like this big, tall one that you had to like climb stairs and shit to get up. And there's a giant cage on there with a roof on it, and there were like 5 slides coming out of it.
You know it's tall when you had to have a roof on it so people can't jump off of it.
Damn right. I mean,
they don't make them like that anymore.
I tell all the kids, like whenever they're sitting there enjoying their little plastic McDonald Playland bullshit, that in kindergarten all the way through 3rd grade, you and I had a pyramid made out of 3 telephone poles and tires.
Yes.
That were spray painted red, white, and blue for us to play on and climb up on. And the thing
like
went
30 feet tall in the air.
Yeah. Yeah.
With no safety net, nothing.
Kids fell off of it, broke their arms and shit.
Stuck in it, falling from the top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, toys were a lot more dangerous back then.
Oh, hell yeah. I remember, like, we had the really old-fashioned, like, solid wood teeter-totters.
Oh, yeah. You could launch kids.
We're getting, like, a one of the larger kids to run and jump on the one end and launch a smaller kid.
Oh, yeah.
We were hanging out after school, and it was one of the most hilarious things I ever saw.
Yeah. I was never either one of those kids, but watching someone that gets shot probably 30 feet in the air is pretty scary.
Well, if it's not you, it ain't.
It's not funny, no, but knowing it's funny when they go up, and then when they come down and see the look on their face, like,
They
oh
landed
shit,
fine. I mean, they did it like a good 2 or 3 times.
it's amazing. It's amazing things we lived through as a kid. All right, growing up, going through a drive-through, going through a drive-through line, my mom or dad would ask us what we wanted. And like the glutton I was, I would order my usual double whatever. But when it came to asking us what we wanted to drink, they would say, "What type of Coke do you want?" As opposed to, "What kind of soda do you want?" We would answer with Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, whatever, but not an actual Coke. To us, Coke was synonymous with soda. We did this not because we loved Coke, but because they were so huge. But
What? I'm just taking a drink of my Coke.
the subtle Dr. Pepper chug there.
Yeah.
But because they were so huge, basically we thought they were the first Coke and everything else was just Coke, but with their own name.
I
They're,
beg to differ.
well, yeah,
All right. I think we all just learned that from our parents and stuff.
true. I
I mean,
absolutely learned it from my parents.
because like Dr. Pepper's old as hell, and it's actually from here.
Yeah,
And they like everybody's like, hey, what kind of Dr. Pepper do you want? Coca-Cola? No, it's just we say what
no,
kind of Coke. And it's not just us. There's a couple other regions that pull this stuff, and I would
mhm.
take it any day because anytime I hear somebody say, "Hey, what kind of pop is that?" I'm like,
I've never in my life have called it pop, nor will
if
I ever
when I
call
hear
it
it
pop.
get called pop, it plucks a nerve. Like those people that can't stand the word moist. Somebody referring to
I know a
Coke
lot
as a
of those people.
pop. I hate
Yeah,
that.
it's never pop. It's always been Coke to me, and just here recently, it's been soda.
What?
But
You started saying soda?
yeah, but not as
Why?
because Ashley drinks Coke a lot, so it kind of
And
confuses things. Well, she's always drink Coke, so it's in her family Coke meant actual Coke, but not in my family. Coke meant just soda, and
your
we wanted
family's the normal one.
it. Well,
I
okay,
mean, you waited
yeah,
tables the same as I did, where it's like, "What can I get you to drink? Coke. Okay, what kind?"
yeah. Their marketing was everywhere. Everything had Coke on it. But hold that thought. I want to change
Okay,
subject, or not change subjects, but just hold that Coke thought.
all right, got it.
Hold it right there in the key. All right, here we go. What if I told you that a Frisbee is only the name of the product trademark and not actually what it is?
That
This
one would
was
actually
my
surprise me.
this was my Waywut moment. For the majority of my life, I referred to things as I knew them, just like I saying Coke instead of saying soda. It just never occurred to me that a Frisbee is actually called a flying disc. Walter Frederick Morrison and his girlfriend at the time, and future wife Lucille, knew they had something special when they were offered 25 cents for a cake pan they were tossing back and forth on the beach. Originally named the Whirlaway, and after modifications, he designed a new model named the Pluto Platter. Students at Yale called them Frisbees based off of the manufacturer of the Frisbee Pie Company. And since then, the word flying disc was replaced and the Frisbee moniker took off. But this is actually a very common event. What I'm referring to is defined as genericide. This is when a brand name acquires substantial market dominance or mindshare, becoming so widely used for similar products or services that it is no longer associated with a trademark owner. This is seen as a problem for companies as they should be the only company to profit from their trademark. But is that really a problem? As the way I see it, their product has become so dominant that generic name no longer exists.
I don't
Just
think
like,
any companies complain about it.
well, that's what when people were using their name, trademark name, and they weren't getting any money from it.
Oh,
They
okay.
were
Well,
saying,
nobody uses it in their advertising.
no,
They
but that's why
can't.
you can't say Super Bowl on the radio is because it's a trademark name.
That
Even
still
though you're
irritates the
listening to a
shit out of me.
sports
That's just
commentary,
greedy on NFL's part.
yeah, they gotta call it the big game or the big game on Sunday or
Yeah.
something which you're talking about.
That stupendous uh plate game. I don't know.
Yeah, that big bowl coming up. But what I like you, I disagree. I think it shows a great product and gives you staying power. You won't go away. just like Frisbee. You didn't know it was called a flying disc. I didn't know it was called a flying disc. I always referred to it as a Frisbee.
Yeah, I would never be like, "Hey, dude, let's go outside and toss the flying disc,"
No, you get your ass kicked promptly, and then you wouldn't go outside at all.
and you would deserve it.
Yeah,
Hey, fellas, let's go outside and
look
drink
at my
our
new flying
sodas
disc.
and toss the flying disc. And I would use other one of these that I know, but I have a feeling that I would spoil your shit, so I won't do it.
Okay. Okay. Well, a very good modern day example of this is if I tell you to go search on the internet for something, what's the word I'm going to use?
Oh yeah, Google.
Yeah, go Google it. Go Google it. And that's something that's been synonymous now with searching for something on the internet,
They
regardless of the search engine.
they kind of created that one though, and it got popularized. They
Oh,
kind of
absolutely,
created
they
that
did.
one.
Just
Yeah.
like all these companies that I'm going to bring up, they saturated the market and their product was so great that their name was synonymous with the like generic product.
Well, I'm gonna fight the power. I'm gonna be like, hey, can you ask Jeeves this? Ask ask Jeeves it.
Well, I use DuckDuckGo on some things and then Google on other things.
Well, I use Gizoogle on some things, and let me Google that for you on others. So if
That's a
somebody's
thing.
like, oh yeah, no, it is one of the best things ever. So if somebody's like, hey, and they ask you just some like question that they could find out the answer if they just fucking Google it, you go to let me Google that for you. You type in the search, it gives you a link. You send them that link, and then it'll pull up Google on their screen, and then it'll type it in for them, and then it'll search it for them.
Genius.
Yeah,
Genius.
I've sent that to many people.
I'm going to look that on.
Gizoogle though does what it does is it translates all the websites you go to. It uses the translator function and changes them all to Ebonics. It's amazing.
That's great. On a side note, did you know that the Google name wasn't their intended name? They wanted to use the word Google, Google, Googol. It's a number equal to one with 100
It's
zeros.
pronounced Google.
Okay, well, it does not look like Google, but I can see
That's
why.
it's what it is.
Because when he went
There's
to get
Google and
the yeah
Googleplex.
when he went to get the name to search if the domain was available, he misspelled it, and they end up liking that name better, so they just stayed with it or that spelling better.
And it makes more sense.
Yeah. So I wanted to to test this out a little bit.
Okay.
This little, not the little theory, but I'm going to give you like a definition of a brief definition of a word. I want to see if you know it as the generic term or if you know it as the trademark name.
Do you want me to do this honestly?
Yeah. If you were to
Okay.
tell Trip, hey, I need something, how would you describe it to him?
Oh, come on. No. Because
How would he know it? How would
because I do use these things, but I know what they're really called.
well, you can say what you could. Okay, you
Okay.
can try to make this a fun game. You could try to see what they're really called. That'd be
All
fun.
right.
And I
Okay.
could give you the generic or the trademark name.
Okay.
Okay. Say you go to Walmart or IKEA and you have to build your own furniture. What is the one tool that always comes with this furniture?
An Allen wrench.
Yes, but the generic name is called a hex key.
Oh,
It's a
interesting.
brand of hand tools by Allen Manufacturing Company, and that wrench of theirs became the most popular, and so ever since it's become an Allen wrench.
Okay, you got me on that one.
There's going to be a couple of them that you're probably going to trip up on.
No.
All right. Say you're outside working in the garden and you get a little cut and you need to cover it up.
Mhm.
What would you cover it up with?
An adhesive strip.
Well, it's called an adhesive bandage.
Okay, sorry.
But normally people would say, hey, can you go grab me a band aid?
I'm stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid stuck on me.
Actually, I just thought of another one that were actually, my wife thought of one earlier for me. When you do get a cut and you do put a band aid or an adhesive bandage on it, what do you normally need to put on it first to protect it from infection?
What antibacterial ointment?
Yes, but a lot of people will say, where's the Neosporin at?
The
All right.
triple antibiotic ointment.
Yes, yes. See, this is a fun game. Here we go. Okay. So you're packing up your belongings to move, and you want
Okay.
them to be protected. What would you wrap them in?
Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. Yes, that is the trademark name.
What?
Yeah, the generic name is inflated cushioning.
Oh, that
It,
just sounds terrible.
well, what's even more terrible is it was originally intended for wallpaper.
Oh, that's even worse. What were you supposed to? Why?
I have no flipping idea.
I
I could
don't
see why it was.
understand.
I don't know.
I mean, could
I
you
don't know.
imagine you're a kid? How many times you get your ass whooped for sitting there going
Quit
pop,
popping the
pop,
wall.
pop,
I haven't paid for the
try
wall
to
yet.
mush your
Popping
face
it.
against it, and it just.
Yeah, I don't know why wallpaper. I didn't really look too much into that part, but turning it into what it is now is a lot better.
Man, my dogs were really loud just now, so I'm sorry, everybody who heard my stupid ass dog, or one of
Yeah,
my
I don't hear
stupid
it.
ass dogs.
All right, next one. Say you're out in the cold and your lips start hurting and they get
Hmm.
cracked a little bit. What do you need to put on them?
Lip balm.
Lip balm. Yes, that would be the generic name. Good job. The big name that everybody else would call it would be chapstick. Hey, I need
My
some
wife
chapstick.
calls it schmutz.
Schmutz.
Schmutz. She
All
needs
right,
schmutz for her lips.
I like it. All right. Say you're leaving in the morning to go to work, and you need to start dinner for your kids later that evening. You need to put it in what type of pot?
A slow cooker.
A slow cooker. Very good. Uh, I would call it a crock pot.
Well, it's because you're sheep.
It's just something that my mom and dad always called it, and it's just something that stuck. The next one, say I'm having an allergic reaction, and I need you to give me a shot. I need you to shoot me with what?
Epinephrine, isn't it?
Yes. Okay. That's your total.
It's
That's your final
epinephrine.
guess.
Yes.
The generic name is an epinephrine autoinjector.
Oh, well, excuse the hell out of me.
But the trademark name is an EpiPen. That's something you hear a lot is an EpiPen.
Hold
All
on.
right,
You
Mr.
can come get your phone if you want.
All right, Mr. Smarty
I want you
Pants.
to look at what he's wearing.
A blanket?
Oh,
Is that fried eggs?
yeah, but it's like a blanket slash hoodie, and it's covered. It's got fried eggs all over it.
All right. Very nice. All right. Say you go out to the driveway and you see your car and your tire is low and you
Mm-hmm.
need to make it to work. So you stop at the Dollar General and you buy a what?
Tire sealant.
Very close. Canned. You would buy Fix a Flat, but
Yeah.
the generic name is Canned Tire Inflator.
Ah,
Yeah.
that
Fix a
sounds
Flat's
worse.
so much easier. It's such a
Yeah,
great
fix.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Same car. You finally get the Fix a Flat in it. You got the car running, but you notice that the car's running hot. You need to put what in it?
Coolant.
Coolant. Okay. What's another name?
Antifreeze.
Okay. Okay. There's lots of names for this one, I guess, but the generic name is refrigerant. It's the same as coolant, but a lot of people call it Freon.
Oh! When you said running hot, I thought you were talking about the radiator.
I was
That's
just
what you
trying to
put.
think of the green
No,
stuff you put in there.
no,
Yeah.
no. So, all right, refrigerant's what you put in the AC.
Oh,
That's what makes sure
Freon.
yeah, that's what
Oh,
makes your
well,
AC cold.
oopsie.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll be talking about that stuff in detail in a future episode. So,
What, Freon? Okay. All right. Okay.
yeah.
All right. Next one. This one you are not going to get. Say we're a bunch of stoners and we are in a field and we're about to play a game that's just only our feet. So we gather in a circle. What are we about to play?
Bean bag,
Close. The generic name is footbag,
foot
but
bag. Damn it!
everybody knows it as a hacky sack.
Well, I mean, see, I never understood it. I tried to play with
No.
one when I was a kid, and
Oh,
I just
I had a I
mm.
had a job where in between working or when we would get off, one of the team chemistry things they want us to do was freaking play hacky sack. So there'd be 10 of us in a circle wearing our dress clothes playing flipping hacky sack.
Oh god, y'all would have been better off like committing a murder together and hiding the body. That's way better.
Only I was only there for a month.
Yeah.
But the way the hacky sack got its name is supposedly the two guys would start and say, "Let's hack the sack" before playing, and that's
Ugh.
yeah. I don't,
No, that sounds
it's
horrible.
yeah, hacky sack is a
Are we
very
sure
catchy
that they
name.
weren't like a couple of gay sadists or something?
They
Let's
could
hack the
have, and
sack,
that's just
bro.
yeah. This could have been their foreplay, and this is how they got rolling, and people misinterpreted it. All right. What about it was a constant in our PEs growing up. We had to learn to do it. It was also a competition. You see at a lot of athletic events where they'll pull people out of the crowd and see who can go the longest. It's round. It's usually pink. It's circle-ish shape. You kind of have to shake your hips to get it to move.
Oh, the hula hoop.
Yes, the generic name would be a toy hoop.
That's stupid.
I know.
You
I always
hula.
thought it was a hula hoop.
You
Yeah, you
hula.
got to hula dance and you got to move the hoop around.
I've never been able to do that damn thing. I'm not built. I can't dance, and I can't. Apparently I can't swivel my ass correctly.
You
And I mean, and
can't
you
go in
can't
a circle
because
just
I
up and
got no
down.
ass. I mean, because I do have no ass, but I've seen so many like little scrawny white girls with no ass that were able to sit there and just get that thing just going forever.
Yeah, it's
So
just a rhythm. The world record setter holders that have them going on their arms and their neck and their leg, and they got like 20 of them going. I don't know how they do all that crap.
nope,
Mm-mm. I can't move that way. Not anymore. Just
never.
circle motions with my hips.
Hips
just
don't lie.
just up and down. Here we go. All right. So after all that up and down motion, you need a soothing something for your muscles to relax in. What kind of what would you need? Like if something in your bathroom, you need to go and jump in some sort of hot soothing. It's not a shower, but it would be
A
something with
sauna?
bubbles.
Oh, a
Something with bubbles.
jacuzzi.
A jacuzzi, correct. The generic name is a hot tub, but you always see it known as a jacuzzi.
I always thought a jacuzzi is what you get in your bathroom, and a hot tub's what you have by the swim pool.
That's what I thought too, but it's actually named after the Italian inventor Candito Jacuzzi, who invented the whirlpool bath in 1949.
Dude, I'm about to go to Italy, and if thank God this is not going to be published until I get back. I would be murdered. I mean,
Jacuzzi.
not that we have any viewers in Italy yet. We don't. It's still just Brussels and Germany, unless that person's doing a VPN. But they're still sticking with us, and we love you.
Yes,
Uh,
keep watching
yeah,
or listening, whatever you're doing.
I need to check my folks in the Philippines because I'm I'm kind of upset I haven't got any Asian viewers yet. And it could be that they're doing it through VPN and YouTube. I can't quite tell where they're coming from, but yeah, I need to pester Filipino my
Yeah,
Filipino people.
get them listening. What are they
Yeah,
doing over there?
I don't know, work bullshit.
Well, say you're in a hospital and you have tummy problems and they give you something to eat. It's this wiggly, wiggly stuff. It's usually bright colors.
Gelatin
Gelatin, yes, that's the generic name. And Jell-O would be the
brand
trademark
name.
name. Yeah. But on a little side note, did you know Jell-O has 2 grams of protein?
Yeah, you know where it comes from.
The collagen,
Yeah, you know where that comes from.
the animal tendons or whatever, all ground up.
Yeah, yeah, that's where the protein comes from. It's
Yeah.
made from hoofs. It's also the same spot where they get glue. So yeah.
And when I read that, I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, no, it has. That's why vegans don't eat it.
That's incredible. I would have never even thought to look at it. Like, no way this has any kind of nutritional value other than sugar and gelatin.
Nope, got to
But
have
sure
something
enough,
to create that gelatin effect. So,
yeah. Well, all right. Say you're at a uh, a Ranger game or a baseball game, and the kiss cam comes up. What does the kiss cam usually come up
on the jumbotron.
on the jumbotron? Yeah, that would be the trademark name. The actual generic name is a large screen television.
I was gonna say, what the generic name? Big ass TV, big fucking TV.
Yeah, but everybody knows it as a jumbotron. When you say large screen television, you're just thinking about what you have in your living room.
Yeah, I would not think to call. I would not call that a television in any
No,
shape,
no,
form, or fashion.
no. This is something I always got mad as a parent having to bring, for my kids to having to bring to school.
I already know
They
this one.
they had to bring four of them,
Uh
and then
huh.
you what is it?
Tissues,
Tissues. Yes, the generic name was facial tissue,
facial
but
tissue.
a lot of people call them Kleenex.
Yeah, I never understood why we had to bring so damn many of those. Because like even when we were little, we'd have to bring two. I think.
Yeah,
I mean, nobody
four of
blows their
them out
nose
of
that fucking much. I
teacher
mean,
would have 80 boxes of Kleenex sitting in the corner waiting
so
for
either
everybody to use.
one, they're hustling them on the side, or
Mm-hmm.
two, I mean, there were a couple of kids that we'd go to school with that were just like, just
Nose
constant
blowers.
snot. Yeah, I don't. No,
Mm,
and I would
no.
name one of them. She, her daughter dated one of your boys.
Oh, I
Anyway,
know what you're talking about.
yeah, he was a nose blower
Well, yeah.
and a crybaby. She's not gonna listen to this. We'll be fine.
No, times ain't changed much.
She hated me. She ain't gonna listen to this.
No, I always, they have so many Kleenexes or facial tissue, whatever you want to call them, that I think it prompted people to want to waste them. Like if we have, say, we have a whole lot of paper plates at the house, we're going to
Mhm.
be more apt to use the paper plates for stuff instead of just
Doing
consciously,
dishes.
yeah, instead of using one plate at a time. We were like, oh, I got a bunch of plates. I'm going to use four of them this time. I don't care. And you're going to go through
What?
them a lot more quicker
Oh, that
if
how
you
very
would if you had
America
less.
of you.
Well, you know what I mean? If you have a 24 pack of soda instead of a 12 pack, you're going to drink that 24 pack in just the same amount of time as you would the 12 pack because you have so much more of it.
How come you sound like more of the glutton and I'm the fat ass of this group? I don't like because you said me. I'm just like, oh, I can stretch that out longer. You're all like, I want it all now.
Yeah.
Give it to me. Nom 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 nom.
Right. This one, I highly doubt you're going to get the generic name for.
Okay.
But this was a common staple at the staple store. You would go past the nudie stuff and you would have all these cool light stuff. One of the that it heats up and it has these little bubbles coming through it.
What the hell are you talking about? At
You,
Staples?
no, it's a staple at the
Oh,
show at the store Spencer's.
oh,
You
okay.
walk past all the nudie stuff and then you get to all the cool light stuff.
Okay, so you're talking about lava lamps.
Lava lamps, yes. That would be the trademark name. The generic name is a liquid motion lamp.
That's gay.
Very gay. The guy got the idea after watching a homemade egg timer made from a cocktail shaker filled with liquids as it bubbled on the stovetop in a pub.
You
Pretty
know,
cool.
I will say this. I am quite impressed that I've actually been able to decipher some of your very interesting clues.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm just coming up with one off the top of my head.
I mean, I think if you would have hit a stranger with this instead of somebody that's known you for almost 40 years, they might have some difficulty with it. There are going to be some people that, like at least two or three of our tens of listeners will,
Yeah.
will be like, the fuck's he talking about? What did
I
he
have no
just
idea.
say?
All right.
What do you find at Staples? Was there naked girls at Staples?
No, I said it right. You didn't hear it
Whatever.
right. All right. Here's another one. If you have any kids, I know you have done this at least once. You walk through the house barefooted and you step on one of these, and it's the most excruciating pain you've ever had in your life.
Connecting toy block.
Uh, Very close. Change the connecting. It's interlocking bricks, or better known as Legos.
I like mine better. Interlocking brick. That sounds like a wrestling move. He's using
No,
the interlocking brick. Oh my god!
or
The humanity.
type of constipation.
God.
It's an interlocking brick in my stomach.
Sorry to say, your son has an interlocking brick, and if we don't go in now,
And
his
break it up.
asshole will explode.
Oh man, that's greatness. All right. I think you're going to get the next one. It's not
Probably.
even used anymore because of how popular and useful computers are. But if you were writing a term paper and you made a mistake and you didn't want to rewrite your whole paper, what would you use to correct that mistake?
God dang it. The two things that I would call it are both brand names. uh, I will attempt liquid paper.
Liquid paper is the trademark name. Yes.
Yes,
The
and so
generic
is whiteout.
it yes. The generic name is correction fluid.
That's it. Yeah, because see, that's both of those. Now, I wouldn't call it liquid paper. Even whenever I had liquid paper, I
I
still
thought
called it
liquid paper
whiteout.
would be the generic name.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping, but I even knew that one. I remember seeing it on the bottle, so I knew that wasn't going to be it. But yeah, I always called it whiteout. That was, I'm on team whiteout. Go white out.
I called it whiteout too. It was on the side of the bottle, easier to read. I always thought liquid paper would be the generic term. Some of these
You know,
generic terms are even more generic than I would think. Say you're walking down an alleyway and you come across somebody kind of shady and they get in your face and you pull out your keys and you spray them with what?
um, sprayable eye deterrent.
uh, Mace, Mace, the
Uh-huh.
trademark name, or pepper spray. Either one.
Oh, I thought mace and pepper spray were different chemical components altogether.
Now, Mace is the trademark name. It was invented in 1965.
So it's a
It's
brand.
right, but it was the name came from being sprayed was unpleasant as being hit in the face with a medieval mace.
Oh, I,
So,
I I was afraid pepper spray was trademark. That's why I was
right.
like trying to think of some overly complicated name like all the other ones.
All right. This is a very popular game. It's a miniature version of tennis.
Oh, okay. Table tennis.
Table tennis is the generic name, correct? A lot of people know it as ping pong.
Uh huh.
The funny thing is, it's been used since at least the 1800s, and it's inspired by the sound that the ball makes when it hits the paddles.
Ping pong, ping
Yeah,
pong.
kind of like flip flop.
Mm, yeah.
All right, next one. We'll skip that one.
What?
Uh,
All right.
okay. The backboards in basketball are made from this, or your
Ooh.
windshields in a car are made from this to prevent you from getting cut.
Oh. Because see, they're meant to shatter into small pieces.
Correct. Yep.
Breakaway? No, it's not breakaway. I don't know what.
The generic name is acrylic glass, but
Oh,
everybody knows it as plexiglass.
plexiglass. That's it. Huh.
It's that stuff that breaks up into little tiny pieces, so it doesn't have giant shards to cut you to
Like,
pieces.
yeah. Instead, you can just snack on them and die that way, like Tide Pods.
All right, the next one. Say it's a hot day and you need to go into the fridge to get you a snack, and it comes on a stick. And it has usually flavorful colors.
Oh, you mean a frozen treat? I guess.
No, no.
Oh,
The generic name is Ice Pop. The
oh,
most common name or the trademark name is Popsicle.
yeah.
The idea of frozen juice on a stick is credited to Frank Epperson. Epperson originally named the treat after himself and called it an Epsicle, with the sickle coming from icicle. Epperson's children hated the name and instead called them Pops Sickles, and the name just got a little
Ah,
shortened to Popsicle.
didn't get shortened. It got changed. They're like flat out, dude. Your name sucks. F-
All right, here's another one. That's a good one. I never call it by this name. I always call it by the trademark name.
okay.
It's a game that you play with a group of people. It
Okay.
There's a scene in Billy Madison where he gets mad at the clown playing this game. The clown spits his ball right back at him. What's It has 18 holes, but
Oh, okay. All right.
you
All
only
right.
use
Hold
one
on. I'm
club.
thinking miniature golf.
Miniature golf, ding ding, correct. That's the generic name. A lot of people call it putt putt golf. I would
Mm-hmm.
be one of those people who call it putt putt golf a lot.
I call it mini golf. I did call it putt putt whenever we used to go to putt putt instead of class, but but
Oh, we kept that place in business for a couple years.
somehow, I mean, even though they would like practically give us stuff for free,
Yeah,
nearly.
I love that place. They don't have places like that anymore where you can
Nope.
empty and have somewhere to go. I don't know how many
Yeah.
times Ian asked me, "Where can I go do? Where's there to go?" I'm like, "There ain't nothing to do anymore
No,
unless you want to
nowadays
spend $100."
no, yeah, it's nowadays it's like, I guess you just go to your room and look at your phone for a while. That's it. I mean,
Next one's a good one.
they don't go to the mall no more. I remember I could sit there and go to the mall with $5 in my pocket,
And
and
stay
I
there for
was busy.
$6.
No, 9 or
Oh,
10,
yeah.
because my mom worked at the mall at the time, and I would go
Mm.
with her when she got there to work, and I'd have $5 in my pocket, and I knew how to stretch it. I knew where to get the cheapest drinks. I knew how to eat the cheapest food, and I knew how to make my money last at the arcade.
Yeah.
And I would steal shit, but
You
that too.
can't make $5 last 5 minutes anymore.
No,
Steal shit.
sometimes,
Uh,
not always,
Everything has
occasionally.
a sensor on them now. All right.
Yeah.
Here's a one you probably know the correct name for. Say you want to play hockey, but you want to do it on cement, but you still need some type of things to put on your feet.
Yeah. Inline
What
skates.
Inline skates? Yes, that's the generic name. A lot of people call them rollerblades.
That is correct. That is the one that got all popular. That the Californians would. Let's get a rollerblade blading, bro.
Yeah, bruh. Here's another one. It is, say you wanted to leave a note on the mirror for your wife in the morning, and you needed something to hold it up on the mirror. What would you
Mm-hmm.
use?
An adhesive note.
I don't think I described it very well. I was looking for clear adhesive tape.
Okay. I thought you were talking about a post-it.
Yeah, I didn't. Post-it was on here. That was the
Yeah,
one that I thought would be
people
pretty easy.
don't post-it, but they're like I think they're like adhesive notes or something like that.
Yeah,
But okay,
yeah. Post-it. Everybody calls on post-its.
they're
But
adhesive tape. But yeah, I would have gotten that one right too. Scotch tape is just a brand.
yes, correct. Scotch tape is the trademark name. This one I did not know.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know the generic name on this one, so this could be fun.
Oh, all right. Let's see what we can do.
This is a very popular game in arcades. You get a lot of tickets for this. It usually has a
Oh
point
my god, I
for
don't know the
50,
generic name.
point 50, 40, 30,
Skee
20.
ball.
Skee ball. Yes, everybody
Y'all
knows
gotta.
it as skee ball. But the generic name, I have no idea.
All right. Let's see. Skee ball. Let's see. Why is it called skee ball?
Why is it called skee ball? Its the name is a combination of the word ball and ski, an uncommon variant of the word ski,
Why is
a
this
reference
looking?
to the ski jump like ramp that the ball rolls off of.
All right. I'm just guess I'm gonna be in the dark. My light's like fuck you. Well, come on. There's got to be a skee ball Wikipedia page. All right. Here we go. Skee ball arcade game. Are you sure it's not the generic name?
Yeah, Skee Ball is the trademark name by Baytech Entertainment Inc.
Hmm. Well,
I couldn't even think of it. Table bowling.
Skee Ball generic name. Generic. Not
I've
everything
never
I'm
seen a
saying.
name called anything other than Skee Ball.
Yeah, I think it could be the way it's spelled. Maybe.
I don't know. It's always the same little brown ball, the same type of setup.
So yeah, there was a lawsuit about this where there was like a company that was organizing skee ball competitions, and then they got sued by the manufacturer of skee ball machines for violating their trademark on skee ball. Uh,
Even though they're in every arcade.
because they're trying to petition them to do in this article about the litigation, they don't refer. There's no generic name. It's
Really?
just they were the
It's
only one.
they
It was skee
the game
ball.
then.
Yeah, and I mean they said that this is the same thing that yo-yo, trampoline, and Pilates all had to deal with because there isn't a generic name for a trampoline.
Oh, I saw that was on my list too. Yeah.
Is there? Did you find a generic name
No,
for it?
no, I skipped it because there wasn't a generic name.
And
But I didn't
same
know it
with
was a
Pilates
trademark name.
apparently,
Yeah.
and yo-yo.
Yeah, Yo-Yo was one. All right. That was a interesting one. All right. Say you are a famous wrestler and you're out signing autographs. What do you need to have in your bag? Or if you're out just signing autographs and you're trying to sign a big picture, what's the
Oh, you're
what do
talking
you need to
about
sign
like
it with?
a thick felt tip marker?
Yeah. Or a Sharpie, better known as, or the generic name of a permanent marker.
Yeah.
This is something I think you will look very good in, Daryl.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
if you were to go on your European vacation, you need to grab one of these when you're on the beach. You
Okay.
can see a lot of dudes wearing these on the beach.
Oh, you're talking about I think they're just called like I think they're still just swim trunks, aren't they?
Yeah, swim briefs,
Swim
but
briefs,
everybody
yeah.
calls them the speedos.
The
Speedo
speedos.
torpedoes. Yeah,
Uh honestly, I don't know if we're I mean, yeah, we are gonna be on the beach because we're gonna be hitting the French Riviera, which is a lot of beach stuff.
you better freaking wear a mankini.
I am not wearing a mankini.
Have you seen them in new dude trunks where it's like half the legs missing and it's just like a hand over their thing and kind of wraps around them like headphones?
No.
It's kind of like that's all they wear. I don't know how their shit stays in,
F
but
that noise. I wonder how long until all of a sudden they start making trunks that are like those boxers that have like the cock and ball
elephant nuts.
pouch.
Oh, I have those. That's all I
Yeah, but
wear.
no, yeah, but do you have swim trunks yet where you can sit there and just
Oh
be
no,
like, everybody check out my ball pouch. Rawr,
look at the elephant trunk
behold.
on it. Now here's a you're never gonna guess the generic name on this one. So
Okay.
you get a package in the mail and it's something fragile, and it's all this stuff is packaged around it.
Oh gosh. I know what you're saying. Foam pellets.
Ooh, very close. You got one of the two words. Is polystyrene foam is a
Oh.
generic name. Oh, even darker.
Yes, my light's
You
dying.
can
I don't
pay
know
your
what
bill
its
this month.
problem
What's
is.
going on here?
No, no, the regular light's on. It's just my selfie light.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know what that little ring light thing, but yeah, I don't know.
Mike,
Nobody
I
wants
don't
to
know.
look at me anyways.
What I'm talking about is styrofoam. That's the trademark name.
Oh, I thought you were shooting for packing peanuts.
Oh no, styrofoam is the trademark name, and the generic name is polystyrene foam.
Oh, okay. I probably wouldn't have said polystyrene foam, even though I
No,
have heard the word polystyrene plenty of times.
I'm impressed you got foam correct.
Hmm.
Right. Say you work at a construction site and you need to bring a hot cup of coffee. You're going to carry it in what?
An insulated, um, insulated container.
Ooh, very close. Insulated flask,
Dang.
better known as a thermos, the trademark name. All right, I got two left. Two
All
left. And you're not going to get one of the two
No.
for sure.
Don't tell me
Absolutely
what I can
sure.
do.
All right, say you're a kid and you get your first pair of shoes. They don't have shoestrings on them. They have what?
Interlocking straps.
Oh, close, very close. Is hook and loop fastener
Hook and loop
is the generic
fasteners.
name and better known as Velcro.
Yeah. I knew, something like that. Damn.
All right, this is gonna piss off your people in Italy one more time.
Oh, great.
Say we're doing our midnight hockey that we used to do, but Tony had to do this first to the ice to prepare it.
Oh, god dang it. I don't know the generic term for a Zamboni.
Yeah, right. It's called an ice resurfacer, but it
Oh.
sounds much better when it's Zamboni. It's
Yeah.
named after its inventor, Italian inventor Frank Zamboni.
Oh, God, your accents are terrible.
Yeah, they're great, and they're not very good. No, Frank Zamboni.
Stop. Please.
All right. I think if your trademark name or brand has been a victim of genericide, I would take that as a badge of honor.
Oh, yeah.
Your name
No,
will
if everybody's
always be.
like, which Waywut are you listening to? Oh, I'm going to listen to a true crime Waywut. Oh, no, I'm listening to Joe Rogan's Waywut. Whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. I
I'll
would take
take it.
that as a badge of honor. Your name will always be a household name. A company should strive to have such dominance that their name will go on when they themselves have gone.
Yeah, I mean,
A company
someday,
can be so fortunate.
someday, everybody be like, "Hey, did you see the size of that Jason that they put up that guy's ass? Man, that guy loved getting that Jason up in his ass."
It felt so good getting that Jason shoved up in there.
Everybody likes a good Jasoning in the ass,
Well, check back with us next week as Darrell lets go of my hand and takes the reins and drives us to another topic that made us say, hey, wait a minute. Nah, just kidding. Made us say, wait, what?
I'm not holding your hand. Shut up.
Well, metaphorically, you can let it go down. It's kind of sweaty.
Gross.
We'll holler at you later.
Ready.
Check you out
Bye.
later.
Thank you for listening to Waywut. We really appreciate it. Remember that we post episodes every Tuesday and would love for you to rate us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, or Pandora. If you are watching us on YouTube, throw us a comment, subscribe, and do all the other things that YouTube likes for you to do. You can stalk us on Facebook and X/Twitter with the handle Waywut Podcast. Once again, thank you for hanging out with us for a little bit, and join us next time when we'll get you to say, wait, what?